Yes, full logistics at Green Science. That is another thing that the Pi Suite now does is all the like logistics techs are Green Science techs. So you can unlock your active providers and your uh, buffer and storage. Well, I guess you've had storage chests, but you can get your active provider and buffer chests at the very least, and all the regular chests. So yeah, you can do bot based base at green. You don't need to worry about anything else. However, you do have to wait until blue science in order to get access to the logistic warehousing tech to get the bigger uh, storage chests as logistic versions. So that you have to just bear in mind as well. And then once we get that going, um, with the guts, once guts move, which oh right, they also give back the cages when we do this. So in actuality, I will want to filter the cages. That's just my personal preference. Uh, those are not empty cages. Cage, singular. I will need an active provider actually, because I want to like remove these cages. These cages must be removed actively. They must be gone. This is a process that must move at all times. And then similarly, you need to be guts. Now, it's unfortunate that that's not the one I needed. What's unfortunate here is that we won't be able to see the guts on a belt. So you know what? I'm going to put some guts on the belt, and we can see all the the pretty variants, the glorious variants on the guts, glorious guts. They have random sprites as well, because of course they do. Of course we get the random sprites on the guts. We also get the random sprites on brains and bones and like just you know everything has the random sprites, all the pieces, the glorious goos. So that's a lot of sticks those guys are moving. So that means that this is now operational. It has made 2 cycles. Yay! 2 whole cycles. Are you moving yet? Probably not. No, it's not. Not enough. Not enough guts. Yeah, when you get enough Pybots, the ground sort of disappears on you. It disappears on you. I'm just looking here because I think that. Oh yeah, if not for the crustacean DNA sample, I could have Zipier. Just for reference. Like if not for DNA sample crustaceans here, I could make Zipier at green science. Which cough cough, you could. Like that's the timing on Zipier in the not alien life Pi Suite. And you know, like if not here, the lizard codex being blocked by the Pi science, uh, if not the Zipho being locked behind blue on the DNA sample for crustaceans, just you know, if that was the case, it's the artificial blood and the fetal serum. But artificial blood, just to toss out there the artificial blood. This stuff is a little bit of work. In that albumin, sure, blood. That is how you will get your initial blood. For the artificial blood, why we need regular blood to make an artificial blood is just like out there beyond me. But this Flutec PP6 requires cobalt fluoride and decalin. This stuff is stuff we have. That's fine. Another sink for titanium. That's one of the types of plates that I've noticed has gotten quite a bit more of a demand with alien life is titanium, because titanium is used for cages as well, and you're going to go through a lot of cages. So the Flutec, also requires cobalt fluoride. This stuff, rare earth oxides, acid gas, hot air. Now the acid gas, as long as the Yotoi codex changes off of circuit 2s to circuit 1s or whatever, we won't have to worry about the acid gas because we'll have access to Aurum, cadaveric Aurum, to give us the acid gas. So we'll need to do rare earth oxide mining and then cobalt extract, which at this point can only be obtained through this cyanic acid, aka more urea, use, and mixed ores, which is rare earth, copper, and nickel. So we need to do mixed ore with cyanic, and then add more rare earth oxides here, and acid gas. What did Immortal Sniper miss? Not too much. You've missed me actually set up the beautiful fetal serum. That's about it. I'm making fetal serum now, and just as soon as this thing gets enough fetal serum in it, it'll make our first caravan. Our first beautiful caravan. And I guess primarily what you missed was I showed there's a new GUI. The slaughterhouse has an interface now, so you can actually pick your creature and then pick the specific thing that you want from that creature. So that is a new thing. You can actually pick what you want, which of course Xenos we're going to absolutely use to get the sulfuric acid. Just gonna throw that out there. The Xenos will absolutely be used exclusively for their chitin and for their sulfuric acid. Like just throwing that out there. That's what those will be used for. The Arthurians are what will give you the brains. What do I need to make the Xenos? Well, at the moment, I need artificial blood to make the Xenos. That's what I was just looking at, was the artificial blood. The stuff to make the artificial blood when you popped in. Is artificial blood is really what will block my Xenos now. And Mukmo, for that matter, and, just several other things that exist, but the Arthurians are blocked by Pi Science. The Zipiers are blocked by Blue Science. The Xenos and the Mukmo are the only two. So you need artificial blood, which you need it to make the first Xeno. You need it to make the first Xeno, and with the Xenos in particular, there is no recipe you can do without first having a Xeno. Arthurians named after King Arthur, yes. Like, short answer, yes. Yes, named for King Arthur. Just like Nexalit plates and ore is named after Nexala. Yes, Nexala, named after Nexala. So There are references. There are references. I've yet to find a reference to cough me. At least it's not obvious on the stuff yet. Cough cough. Anyway, so guts are moving. Guts are moving. So while that is moving, I was thinking we should probably think about making these alien sample twos. We should probably plan out making these alien sample twos because that is another blocker for things. So you know, let's set up some alien sample twos. That sounds like a wonderful idea. This is just those, and yeah, this is going to be that stuff. So alien sample twos. Oh boy, as I logisticize for a little bit briefly here. Give me that stuff if you can, if that's all in range of things. Yes, power. Okay. Alien sample 2s will require plastic, alien sample 1s, glassware, biosamples, DNA polymerase, primers, microfiber, and formamide. Formamide requires CO2 and ammonia, so just make ammonia. And you already have CO2 by this point. So there's your formamide. That is fine. Like that is just okay. I can put in a request for everything else. And it will send what I have. We have plastic, we have alien sample 1s, we have glassware, we have biosamples. We do not have polymerase, primers, and microfiber. Polymerase is glassware, lab instruments, Rauch cocoon, and retrovirus. We have every single one of those at this point. Has glassware changed? That is a good question. Let's flasks. No. It's 2 and 10 to 1. Still. So yeah, this is fine. We've got raw cocoons as well. Primers. Well, primers require phytoplankton, which we already have, and a whole bunch of stuff we already have. Because yes, I had set up Faugi a little while ago. So I've got mushrooms, standard mushrooms, normal mushrooms. So we have this, and we have this, which just leaves microfiber. Oh, the joys of microfiber. Glorious and beautiful microfiber. It's made in pulp mills, if I'm remembering correctly. What was it? Yes, pulp mills. Pulp mills for microfiber. You also need it for the filtration media now, so that's another good thing to note. And you need it for these empty neuromorphic chips. So this has changed, by the way. The earliest you would need microfiber in the Pi Suite prior to Alien Life was like really, really late game. Really, really late game. What am I looking for? Stuff I already have and am carrying. So we need centrifuges. Centrifuges to make fiber. Purple, you think? No. It was yellow. Well, of course, there was the subdenier microfiber that needed microfiber. That was for better stuff, but for circuit 4s and the superconductor servo mechanisms, which was, of course, very, very useful things, for the high-tech stuff and to make the actual quantum computer. So that was definitely post-Purple Science. Yeah, that was definitely like a post-Purple Science stuff. For what it was necessary is how I'll phrase that. It was necessary post Purple Science. Give me those. Okay, fiber. Where are my wood processing units? Down here. I have to actually also, remember where everything is in this gigantic mess. Yeah, you see what I did in the mall? I have reserved spaces for the Mark II, 3, and 4s. Yes, I have reserved spaces for the Mark II, 3s, and 4s. I cannot make any Mark II items yet, so I'm not concerned about setting them up properly for the Mark IIs, and I definitely can't make the 3s or 4s yet. So, anyway, yeah, Kickalk. I've got a little bit of Kickalk capable of moving. It's nowhere near enough for fiber. Just gonna throw that concept out there. It's like nowhere near as much as I really need for stuff and things. Oh, and just by the way, this would mark lane 61. This will officially be lane 61 on the main bus because every single lane that I had reserved is now in use. That said 60, so there's one that's not been run. This one had not been run to the right, but that's the food. That is just the food. So yeah, all of the stuff. What is the loader mod I am using? Deadlocks. Deadlocks, compact belt boxes, and loaders. Stacking back boxes and compact loaders. Yes, that is the one. That is the one. So, wood processing unit. I need to, like, find a spot. This is just, like, initial bootstrapping, by the way. We're gonna set up stuff and things. Oh, right! I'm seeing this, and it reminds me. There is something very important that I did off screen. Very, very important that we need to mention at the very least. Salt? Salt? Salt. BTX and naphtha. Methane. Styrene. Rubber. Styrene-based rubber. With salt. That is what I'm doing now. Methanol, not methane, yes. That is correct. Methanol. Via copper zinc because I'm lazy. Via copper zinc because I'm lazy. But yeah, styrene. Styrene via BTX and methanol. And steam. No tholins. No tholins. So yeah, this is a ratio of 10 to 1 for latex into rubber. That is why. So if you were wondering why latex into rubber, this recipe is 10-1. The next recipe, the final recipe, is a 40-1, I think. Somewhere along those lines. It's either what is it exactly? The fourth one is, yeah, it's 40-1. We're doing this one, which is 1-10, latex to rubber. This is necessary. This is necessary. That's how I'll put it. The organic solvent recipe. Organic solvent is too much of an investment to spend it on rubber like this. To be completely honest, organic solvent is just too expensive to make when it has another purpose, which is refined syngas in the early game. And since you get access to this recipe using styrene and salt at this, like, approximately at the time you start needing a lot more, this is definitely the one to use. At Green Science, this is mandatory. This update, making this change to do styrene. There are two methods of getting styrene. One is with chromium and BTX and methanol and steam. The other is iron oxide, benzene, ethylene, and steam. This is the one that you would use if you were doing tholins, because you can actually make benzene and ethylene directly from tholins, both of them. You would just need to be able to make iron oxide, which is very simple, out of course fraction. Very, very easy to get infinite amounts of iron oxide. You don't get access to this quartz processing recipe quite yet. Actually, why? That's blue science? Yes, it is. All right. But you can get a lot of iron oxide. It's relatively simple to do. I am officially out of coffee early. That is a shame. Anyway, so down here, I will need to set up just wood processing unit, making fiber from kickalk. 0.1 to 0.5. How much do I have? Stuff. Caravan is probably done by now. Maybe. I probably have my caravan creatures. So I'll need to also, like, figure out how this works. So yeah, we officially have a few caravan creatures that have been made. And this will also involve a building. Where did I make this building again? I am blind. Right here. Right here. The idea was to have alien life this coming week. Hoping beyond hope. It will be this week. Okay. So how does this work? So we have caravan creatures, and we have outpost depots. So we have depots and we have creatures. Hi. It moves. It moves. And we also have this control device. So hi. Gooey. Route start at an outpost. I think it's broken. Yep. King Arthur. There's your error code. There and of course there's the goddamn it from King Arthur. Yep. There it is. There it is. So Ta-da! Ta-da! There we go. There we go. It's the moment that the creature interacted with the outpost. It's the moment that the creature interacted with the outpost. So this is in Control Lua, line 687. Yeah, so something's wrong. It works if you don't click in the outpost while the GUI is open. Alright. How far back did we go? How far back are we? That is a good question. Probably not significantly. We were just talking for the most part, so I didn't really do much of anything in the meantime. I just have to, like, grab more stuffs. Get rid of, like, that. All those things, please, from my inventory. My inventory is rather enlarged. Engorged. That's my inventory right now. It is engorged. That is a word. These bots are hot dogs. That's what these bots are. Officially, these bots are hot dogs. I mean, they're the hot dog bots, and they look better than their next tier. For some reason, they are better looking than the tier 2. Unless that's finally been changed. Anyhoozle, let's save this time. Yeah, let's save this time before this. Place these. So if you don't interact with it, if you don't like click on the outpost, we can place a thingy, select the thingy, outpost to outpost, close the GUI, and it's moving. So you have to close the GUI before the creature gets to the first outpost. So, ta-da! It's doing a thing. My question is, okay, it's going back and forth, back and forth. It will pick up from this. So if I load this outpost, it goes to the other. It will unload and then go back, or like, will it try to load? Yeah, so it will be moving things between. So how long does it wait? So if I unload and if I load, let's do a test here. Let's take like the iron, all of the iron. If we bring iron, it carries 1 full stack of items per trip. Okay. So if I stick that, it's grabbed the stack, it unloads the stack, and it moves back immediately. That's what I wanted to know. That's what I wanted to know. And it transfers the stack instantly, but you have to wait for it to do its walk. So as long as the destination unloads its inventory before the creature comes back again, you won't have to worry about it sharing between the two. So as long as you are unloading this fully, by the time it goes all the way there and back, I think it can go any distance. It's just as long as you are willing to wait for it on its distance. Now, the other question, can I assign more than one to the same route? You can assign more than one to the same route, but then again, you potentially run the risk of this not being fully emptied. What happens if you assign input equal to output? Probably bad things, but the thing is, this is such a short distance that I think that if I select these, if I select one, it's not crashing. Hey. But it's also not telling me what is in the current inventory either. Uh, hmm. It's also not telling me what's in the current inventory. Or it's not oh, there we go. There's a current inventory, but it doesn't actively update. So this doesn't active update. And it does seem like if you have this open, it won't crash if it's not the first time the creature has gone to the base. So, walls was brought up as a concept. I'm assuming that these use the biter pathfinding AI, just because that would be the obvious choice. So walls. I have a few concrete walls because I've been making some xenopens. That one made it around. That was a little stuck. This one's making its way around. Well, they're trapped. They're trying. But we didn't crash. We did not crash. So what I'm thinking is it might be better. And this one I think just gave up. I think they have given up. Yeah, I think they gave up. So if I select them, yeah, they're oh right, nothing. They got nothing. Why do they got nothing? Huh? Bros? Why are my bots not bringing me? Oh, because I got rid of the logi request. Okay. They're working. Ish. They're working-ish. So that's Caravans. It's like, yay, Caravans. That's them. That's them. Um, how would I use these? That's gonna be question of the century. How, like, what, for what purpose will these guys exist in the base? Yes, I can make trains. I can set up trains. I have yet to do trains, but I can. I have pre-built. I've got like tons of rails, tens of thousands of units of rail ready. 53,000 units of rails at the ready, along with stations, the LTN station, or TSM, excuse me, train supply manager stations and requesters. I've got signals. It's all set and ready to go, including a pair of new mods. The Black Fluid Wagon and Cargo Wagon. This is a new pair of mods that I have added for this playthrough. In particular, I will use the Fluid Wagons because these are 75,000 on the storage volume. 75,000 on the storage volume. Can I speed up the caravans with belts and concrete? Probably not. Unless, well, if you can make biters go faster with belts, then sure, they would absolutely move faster with belt. That is the new icon for the bottleneck mod. So bottleneck updated its sprites for its icons, so now the yellow is a pause button to signal that the production is paused. So, and now the red is an exclamation mark for missing inputs. Otherwise, it's just standard green for moving. Operational. Yeah, it's just new little icons for being on pause. Okay. We were working on getting things, right? Fiber? Yeah, fiber.